We had Fish on about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, sure did.
And he told us, yes, the Mavs are not only taking calls on Dorian Finney-Smith, according to his sources, but also the Mavs are getting calls on Kristaps Porzingis here. Hello. It's always fun when those rumorooskies get out, and accurate or not, there's a little bit of blood in the water, and teams are calling and saying, hey, just how much would you want to take a look at this here Porzingis situation? And that's exciting. I don't know how many calls they're going to get, but if I'm the Mavs, I'm like, can we find durable players who can improve us defensively and knock down threes? Some offensive creativity, a little bit of ball handling, whatever we can get is gravy. But give me a really good starter and somebody that can be our third best player, and I'm willing to do it. Josh Richardson's coming along, Jalen Brunson's coming along, and maybe it'll make us a little bit worse in the short term. Maybe it'll take away our ability to say, hey, we could make it to the conference finals, guys. And we'll be thinking, well, I'm probably going to be out in the first round. But we're going to sleep so much easier. It's going to give us a much more solid foundation here to take our salary cap space into the summer. And if there's a contender looking at Porzingis, like, holy cow, with that giant man shooting threes from 30 feet, our attacking players are going to have a field day at the rim. We're winning the championship. Maybe it's worth it for them to give you first-round picks, to give you young, defensive, healthy players that fit Luka's timeline. This is exciting to me, guys. I kind of become resigned to the fact, but I'm looking for him to blow up tomorrow night against a bad Minnesota team, send that trade value skyrocketing, and wake up like it's Christmas morning on Thursday.
Okay, and it's possible. The trade stuff really heats up. I was reading about it this morning where it's like, people talk about things in the week leading up and some things happen, but you're going to get your real news and it's going to really crank up 24 hours from the deadline. That's when it happens. So the day of the game, and it's hard. I think Porzingis is one of the hardest guys to value in the entire league because you have the injury risk and you have some up and down play, but he's also your only guy not named Luka, who can in any way shape the way teams play you.
Yeah.
Because, Kleba can hit all he wants. Teams aren't going to change the way they're playing. Timmy, same thing. But with Porzingis being a guy that if he is hitting and he is literally shooting 30 feet from the hoop and hitting, and the biggest player is defending him, so he is out of the paint, he can actually impact what's happening in the basketball game, unlike any role player that you have. So you factor in the up and down performance with the salary, with the injury concern, and I just think what you would get back probably won't tip the scales enough to be willing to do it.
Yeah.
I'm in on the general idea if the return is right. I don't think anybody's going to get close to what you would really want for what he potentially does for you or what he does for you sometimes.
Yeah, have to be a real hungry team that was real close.
Could you
Saw Porzingis as the missing piece. Sorry, Brian.
No problem. Could you get more for Brunson?
No.
I mean, with everything you said about him and get on top of him, get underneath him, frustrate him and all that stuff like that. That's scouting report now.
I think Porzingis still has a mythical upside.
Okay.
That, some teams won't give you anything. Some teams would give you more for Brunson than they would for Porzingis. That's because they don't even want to go down the Porzingis path. Yeah.
I would find it hard to believe that somebody would give you more for Brunson than they would. I just thought I'd have to ask if you're saying all those negative things about Porzingis, is the upside of Brunson more than what you have with Porzingis? There's something to a 7'3" guy knocking down 30-foot shots, though.
It gives you your big upside, but to me it's just so rare. I'm looking to dangle that flash. It's not pure flash like you would call it in football terms. It's a little bit more frequently, quite a bit more frequently than flash. That might be unfair to him, but it's not consistent enough. It's 1 in 4 games, I think, where you're really happy with his play if you look at his game log.
Brunson or Porzingis?
Porzingis.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Brunson's much more consistent.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love him
Brunson's
even
4
when
out
he
of
doesn't
5.
score.
Yeah.